Yo, what's good, everybody? It's actually 3 o'clock in the morning and I just got off of work, and I know that I haven't done one of these vlogs before. Wait a minute, that's not what I meant to say. I'm fucking exhausted. I haven't done one of these style vlogs in really. Yo, what's good, everybody? And I'm actually closing out my night. Just got off of work. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I am exhausted. My throat is killing me for whatever reason, with the stuffiness at work. Plus, you're dealing with a lot of dust, and apparel is not the cleanest thing in the world when you buy from retailers where there's a lot of foot traffic. It's just a lot of congestion that I'm having right now, and I'm like battling a cough like every second. But one of the things that I wanted to touch base on today was something that just really happened to me this night over last night that I didn't see. But when you're planned or projected is what they call it, when you're projected to go over sales, it means that the people that you essentially have aren't sufficient for the amount of projection that you're going to get. So what typically happens is that you'll be overstaffed. For instance, today I was staffed for projection, but we went over projection. And being over projection, depending on your market, depending on how many units or how many thousands of sales, it depends on really on your retailer. But that's none of the concern of what we're talking about. The concern of what we're talking about is that I was still able to manage and react in a way that was best suited for the business. So when we left the store today, it was like flipping awesome. A lot of teamwork was involved, a lot of self-motivation, a lot of action-oriented individuals. I had a team that was goal-oriented tonight. I had a team member that was fairly new to their department that was able to react and notice something that was going to really cause a decline in sales, and I was able to identify that, react, and fix it, and still close out their department. I was able to help support her with somebody else that was an extra body at that moment, because I was able to take over that responsibility of that person. And again, it's just reacting in real time. And before, when I wasn't being so successful with my closes, where I was a little bit down on how it was that I left the store, those were some of the things that I didn't do. And it brings me to my point of tonight. When you're able to react to feedback, when you're able to really take somebody's feedback, your boss, your peers, whoever it may be, your associates, whoever it may be, when you're able to really take the feedback and react in real time, most of the time you're able to benefit yourself over all things else. And as a leader, you benefit the team and the company and whoever it is that you're working with or for at that moment. So some of the things that I like to do is listen. When somebody's trying to tell me something or give me feedback, I listen. Before all else, I listen. Before, what I used to do is speak, defend myself, give my opinion, throw out what it was that was my side, whatever it may be. Try to deflect what it was that was really going on, or what the opportunity might have been at that moment. Even though I might not have been at fault, it doesn't mean that you can't take feedback in stride, and it doesn't mean that perception is not reality. So some of the things that I did tonight that helped me to be so successful was reacting to that feedback in real time. And you have to be able to do that. You have to be attentive to what it is that somebody's trying to peer counsel you on, to mentor you on, to develop you on, whatever it may be. And some people are the total opposite, and when they get feedback, they take it as an opportunity to vent, to retaliate, or I mean, this is the prime example of what I'm talking about. If you are like this, I come up to you and I say, hey, so-and-so, I just wanted to talk to you about something really quick. I was observing you on the sales floor. There was some of the things that I really wanted you to focus on that I didn't see you doing. For instance, one of the things that I seen that you weren't doing was this. And the very first thing that you tell me is, well, so-and-so is the person who taught me, and they told me that I needed to do it like this, so I didn't know that. Instead of just saying, oh, nice, Cool, I'll do it that way from now on. It's all in how it is that you're receptive to that feedback that will make you more successful or instantly successful in little things like that, or when it comes to bigger things like if you're coming up to me and you're like, hey Vicente, you know what, sometimes you have an opportunity with not coming off the way that you're trying to, I'm sure, and you sometimes say things that come off differently than what you're trying to say, I think, and if I were to say, oh well, whoever it is that's taking that perception is the person that needs to work on it, because I didn't say anything wrong. Imagine how long it would take for me to really get buy-in from the peers, from the associates, from my mentors, from anybody, how long it would take me to get that buy-in, having to battle through that, as well as not being receptive to the feedback every single time. Like, essentially, when people are trying to give you feedback, they're trying to develop you. They're trying to help you. They're trying to mentor you. And it goes for real life as well. When you guys hear me vent about my son's mother, when you guys hear me talk about my car, when you guys hear me talk about myself, everything that I'm doing is in good heart. Nothing that I'm doing is to be malicious or to really bring myself down or anybody else down. The truth of the matter is that developmentally, I want to see success for all of us. And when you become a leader, or when you become really self-assured and confident in what you know and what you're doing, and you're honest, your integrity, you're truthful, is all bar none, like above all else, you're able to identify and adapt and react to feedback in a more productive way. And I really want you guys to just take this message tonight, because I was able to identify myself in so many different aspects tonight, differently than other nights. And I think what it was is just really how the approach, how I came across, what it was that I did to get the message relayed, and actually putting these hands to work to show exactly what it was that the method or the actual process that I wanted you to follow. And sometimes it takes that stuff, and other times you're able to just use your words. But in circumstances like tonight, it was all about really just reacting to that feedback in real time and just giving it the best that I could. Because at the end of the day, that's all you can do, is be the best that you can be and get to where you want to go. Nobody's going to take you where you want to go but you. So when I think about this and when I think about talking to you, I'm fucking exhausted. I'm not going to lie to you, but everything that we do, everything that I talk about, everything that I try to relate to you without knowing anything about you, I hope hits a base at home so that you're able to react in real time and use this stuff. So let's go to sleep. You might not be going to sleep. You might be starting your day. But if you are starting your day, I hope that you're able to utilize this message and take it where you want to go.